Hello everyone, and welcome to my very first Let's Play. So, let's just go right in and start a new game in the career mode at easy difficulty, since this is my very first time doing the career. And we are going to name it Let's Play 1. Okay, so I have done a little bit of reading on how to properly get your rocket into orbit, since this is in fact a space program. So, I've been playing around in the sandbox and I have created some pretty cool rockets. Okay, nice to meet you. I'm Gene Kerman, Flight Director, and your guide for this quick introduction. This is the Space Center. From here, you can manage all aspects of the space program. Feel free to have a look around, hold right mouse button and move the camera, or use arrow keys. Okay. Right click over the Space Center facilities to view more about them, and left click when you're ready to head inside. If you need more information, check out the training section on the main menu. Thanks, I've got it. Okay, so very first thing that we want to do, we want to go into the rocket hangar, which is that really big tall one. Okay, just wait for that to load. Okay, hello, I'm Werner von Kerman, Chief Rocketry Engineer. This is the vehicle assembly building. Here is where we will build spacecraft and later roll them out onto the launch pad for flight. Pretty impressive, isn't it? Okay, on your left you'll find components to construct your own spacecraft. Select a starting part and then attach others to it to build a ship. And then you can have a look around, right mouse button or the arrow keys. That is it, really. It's not as if we were rockets. Anyhow, if you need a more in-depth explanation on how to build, have a look at the training section at the main menu. Okay, I got that. So apparently, the very first thing that we want to do is grab a Mark I command pod, and that'll just automatically spawn in there. And this actually won't go into flight, so we need to head over into the science thing, grab a mystery goo containment unit, put those in symmetry right across the top, and head straight to launch. Now what this will do is give us science to use and upgrade my rocketry, I suppose. Or at least that's what I read. I've never actually done the career. Okay, so we need to right click on one mystery goo container as soon as the staging loads up. There we go. Right click, observe mystery goo. Okay, and then that gives us 6 science. Perfect. Observe mystery goo. Six more science. And then we want to right click on the command pod, crew report. That gives us 3 science. And then we want to go over to our little dude in the corner here and select EVA. So, and then I can let go. Move away from the ship. Mouse over our little guy here. EVA report. And that'll give us more science than the actual crew report. So, there you have it. That is your first vessel. And that is how you get some freebie science. Just walk back to the vessel. Climb. And boom. Alright. And now we go up to our altimeter and select Recover Vessel. That'll give us all of our parts back, and it'll also give us our science. Oh, positive monies. Okay. And then we head over to this little thing called the Science and Technology Center. Excuse me. Engineering 101. That'll give us a Science Junior, a Communitron, and a decoupler. So we definitely want to research that if we want to go into multi-stage rockets. And then we check out the basic rocketry. That'll give us a liquid fuel engine, another solid fuel booster, and a FLT-100 fuel tank, which gives us 45 liquid fuel, so it's not the greatest. And then we just head on out of there. Oh, check out this world's first milestones. Okay, perfect. Head back over to the Rocketry Center. And pretty much take all this, put it in there. Okay, so Mark 1 command pod. And now we are going to need a parachute. This is a Mark 16 parachute, and that will reduce our landing speed to about 6 meters per second, which is pretty slow. So, and then we want to grab our mystery goo. There we go. go up, and then I can put in a decoupler, which would be in structural, TR18 stack decoupler. And then we are going to put in a couple fuel tanks. Okay. What is wrong with my computer? It's not doing what I want. Okay, there we go. And then we put in our first liquid fuel engine, since that only carries liquid fuel. Makes sense, doesn't it? Okay, select all that, put it up. And then go back into structural, select decoupler. Okay, and then we go into our engines, select the RT10 Hammer solid fuel booster, which will give us more solid fuel than the Flea. So this only carries 140 solid fuel, and this carries 375, not to mention that the thrust capacity is also more. So we are going to save this as first career rocket. There we go. And even if I don't save it like that, it'll still autosave. So, yeah. Okay, just wait for the staging. Perfect, and then we are going to check our staging. Oh, yep, and here is all my resources. I have my electric charge, my monopropellant, which I shouldn't have in there, my liquid fuel, which is 90, my oxidizer, which would be 110, because oxidizer burns up faster than the liquid fuel. And then I have my solid fuel, which is my hammer, and I don't have any stage only, so check the staging. Okay, there's that. I want to move this down. There we go. So now as soon as that decouples, that rocket will fire. Alright. Put on SAS, which is T, and we don't have any RCS, so don't have to press R, and launch. As you can see, this is our solid fuel, and this engine thing will put in liquid fuel. So, wow, I'm already going 110 meters per second, and this is like my nav ball almost. I don't know what the rocket terms are. Okay, so now we are going to open up one mystery goo container. If it'll let me even click on it. Okay, observe mystery goo. That should give us more science than the 6 that we started out with. 14 science. Perfect. And then open up this Science Junior. Why is it not working? Observe materials bay. And this should give us a lot more science. And just wait for a little pop-up. 35 science. That is crazy. Okay, so our solid fuel is almost burned up. Hang on, guys. Just 1 second. Sorry guys, I had to answer the door. Okay, so as soon as this solid fuel burns up, I'm going to decouple that. And I'll press Z to get all the way up on our fuel thing. Okay, wait a couple seconds. And now. Perfect. Perfect separation. Okay, so now that we have almost reached 10,000 meters, as can be seen here, I will open up this second goo canister. Observe mystery goo. "14 science. Great. Okay, so open up our map, see what the peak of our thing is going to be. So I think that we might just separate from the atmosphere. Okay, so I want to back off on the throttle. And move our ship to 45 degrees. No! No! Ugh. Cut the engines so that I don't burn. Alright. Come on. Come on, move over. Move over. Nope. I guess it's not moving over, so we're just going to burn the rest of our fuel so that we can decouple. There we go. And decouple. And we should reach 72,000 meters per second, or meters. So, let's put in some time warp. Still in the atmosphere, as can be seen right here. Alright, so our apoapsis, which is the peak of our flight, is at 70,000 meters, which is enough to escape the atmosphere. And as you can see, stars are starting to pop up. Get it? Stars are starting to pop up? I know, I make the worst jokes. Okay, and we have reached the exiting of the atmosphere. Alrighty, so if our craft survives, and I should have a couple of worlds first. Whoa, we have launched our first vessel. We have broken a speed record of 25 meters per second, 80 meters per second. We have broken an altitude record of 500 meters. We are way past that. We have broken a speed record of 250 meters per second, altitude record of 2,000, altitude record of 7,000. Gonna back off on Time Warp. Speed record of 790, altitude record of 22 kilometers, which is 22,000 meters. We have broken a land distance record of 1,000 meters. We have broken a land distance record of 3,000 meters, and we have reached space as well as breaking an altitude record of 70 kilometers. There you have it, guys. My first rocket launching. Alright, so if we move up here, we can see that we are going to land. Oh, there's our little space central thing. So we are going to land somewhere in this area. Okay, so once we reach 2,000 meters, I will open up my Mark 16 parachute so that we don't crash and die. Okay, 9,000. And if I let out my parachute right now, aero forces and heat will destroy it. Okay. Turn off SAS. And you know what? I'm gonna open it early at 3,500. Pray. Cross your fingers, guys. Hope that I don't explode. Shoot destroyed by aero forces and heat. And there we go. My Kerbal is dead. We have exploded into the Earth, and it's not even called Earth, it's called Kerbin for some reason. But we have exploded into land, and there is nothing I can do to help him. At 229 meters above sea level. Alright, so if we click, then this'll show up. It's the flight results. So our highest speed distance, or speed over land, was 62 meters per second. And this is just, like, the events of the flight. And so we are going to go to the Space Center. But first, let's all have a moment of silence for our dear friend Jebediah Kerman. Okay, that's over. And that concludes our, well, my very first Let's Play. And I hope to be recording more, so please like, comment, subscribe, and pretty much anything that you do with other YouTubers. Okay, and thank you. See you all later. Signing off now is Sam Smith.